A debt collector can refuse a payment plan, but this doesn't mean you should give up. It's very annoying when you've tried to do the right thing by making a step in the right direction to try and pay your debts. Once you've put all the facts together and sent them off, no doubt you're just waiting for an answer and hoping that it's all going to be sorted. It can be a bit of a blow when that offer's rejected, but the trick is to keep going. You may feel like you're repeating yourself, but try and go one step bigger with your next plan. Don't leave any detail out and run through all of your finances very clearly. Break down your income versus your outgoings and show the debt collectors that your spare cash is going towards paying your debts off. It might be worth making a phone call to the debt collectors before you send it off to discuss it. You can reference your conversation on the letter. If one creditor refuses your offer and the other creditor accepts it, then it's totally acceptable to show them what they're missing. Take a copy of the acceptance letter, and this might be the nudge that they need to accept your offer. Another option is to start paying the proposed fee you offered anyway and keep a record of it. This way, you might be able to build the trust with the debt collectors and then re-propose the original offer with a copy of your statements to show that you've stuck to your word. It might take a while to win them around, but it's worth a go, and you might be chipping away at your debt at the same time. Don't offer to repay an amount that you can't afford. This may seem like an obvious thing to say, but if your offer's been rejected, you may be tempted to put the price up, but it isn't going to be conducive in the long run. You don't want to fall behind with other payments, especially priority bills. Remember, debt collectors don't have the same powers as bailiffs. If you default on your council tax, that's legally enforceable, and you can get a visit from the enforcement officers. This is why you should only pay what you can afford. If you've had your payment plan or plans rejected, and you're still in debt and don't know what to do, have you looked at any debt solutions that might be available to you? The best thing to do is to educate yourself, just to see if any might be suitable for you. I'll quickly run through some of them now, and this might give you a bit of a rough idea. Now, there are pros and cons to all of them, and that's why you have to be aware of how they work. Debt relief orders, they freeze your debt payments for a full year, and then if your situation hasn't changed after 12 months, then the debt's written off. They have strict eligibility criteria. Another option is offering a final settlement. If you happen to have access to a large lump sum, then you can offer that to the debt collectors or the creditors they work for. It might not be for the full amount that you owe, but sometimes they'll be willing to write off any remaining debt because you'll be saving them the time chasing you for payments every month. Individual voluntary arrangements are another way to deal with debt. It's a formal agreement between you and your creditors to reduce your payments to one simple payment each month. It lasts for 5 years, and then at the end, any remaining debt's written off. IVAs are legally binding, so you will need to keep up with your payments. With bankruptcy, all your assets are reviewed and some may be sold off to pay back your debt. After a year, any remaining debt will be written off, and like with an IVA, during your year of bankruptcy, you shouldn't hear from the debt collectors. But some of your belongings may be sold for your debt and your credit score will become very low. If you want to look into your options in more depth, I've linked to a form on my new website below the video. It's got a few multiple choice questions like how much debt do you owe and how many people do you owe? And then at the end of the form, it'll connect you to a company that I've partnered with to provide you with all the information that you need about debt solutions that are available. So click the link below the video, go and check it out and let me know how you get on.